Hello, beautiful souls. So another lesson is here today. And today we are being reminded that the truth answers every single call we make to God. And so it is the truth that will answer us. So oftentimes this means that the answer won't come in the way that we think it's going to come. And the answers that we think that we want are not the answers that are going to be given us. But in fact, the answers that will be given us is the truth from God. And so this reminds us even more to step out of the way and to let it happen, because we cannot help ourselves alone. And the answer to help us is not in this world, but the answer to help us is indeed in our mind. So as we turn there and leave the question and the answer to God, so does the truth answer us in clarity and understanding, so that we truly are given miracles in our minds to give to the world. So today's lesson in fullness is: truth answers every call we make to God, responding first with miracles, and then returning unto us to be itself. Indeed. So since truth answers every single call we make to God, we can trust this, for this is God's word to us that He will answer every single call. But it will be responded first with miracles, and then returning unto us to be itself. So since miracles is the first answer, it literally, what is a miracle again? A miracle is a shift in perception. Miracle is another word for forgiven perception. And so once we embrace that forgiven perception and extend these miracles, is literally when we return back unto God, where we accept the Christ self as being what we are. So from this place, we are completely unharmable, we are totally at peace, and nothing can affect us in any way. And this is truly how we become the saviors of the world, is demonstrating the truth that has been given us in our minds, instead of just talking about it. So what we really want today is to truly demonstrate that the truth is true by allowing ourselves to open with the call to love, to receive this truth in our mind, to receive the miracles in our mind, that we may extend it from the true self that we are. And so today's prayer is a good one. I've yet to fully read it, but I'm picking out some thoughts here as I scan. And so let's allow ourselves today to truly remember that God answers every single call we make. So let's allow this prayer together to be a call that we send out to God, so that we can hear in our mind the answer, the truth, and the truth according to God, and not how we think it or how we see it of ourselves alone here. So we're opening up to receive here today. Forgiveness, truth's reflection, tells me how to offer miracles and thus escape the prison house in which I think I live. Your Holy Son is pointed out to me, first in my brother and then in me. Your voice instructs me patiently to hear your word and give as I receive. And as I look upon your Son today, I hear your voice instructing me to find the way to you, as you appointed that the way shall be. Behold his sinlessness, and be you healed. Behold his sinlessness, and be you healed. I don't think this can get any more clear. Couldn't get any more clear. For we are seeing that forgiveness is truth's reflection. So it's not just like, they did something bad to me, but I forgive them. No, forgiveness isn't a fluffing off of what somebody else did with spiritual language. Forgiveness is a reinterpretation. Forgiveness is a correction. It literally is a movement from that thought of sin to that thought of sinlessness. And the sinlessness is founded in God. So this is truth. This is the truth that we share for all of us. So forgiveness is truth's reflection. And truth's reflection, forgiveness, tells me how to offer miracles and thus escape the prison house in which I think I live. So it's not saying here, oh, you just receive miracles for yourself alone. It's saying that when we ask for forgiveness and we ask for the truth as God created it to be, so is it in asking for ourselves and for everybody else. So we are asking to be the giver of these miracles. We are asking to be a bearer of these gifts, that we truly may learn how to offer the miracles, and in giving it is our own escape from the prison house which we think that we live. So this escape isn't going to come to ourselves alone. The escape is going to come from the miracles that we receive to give them. We will not receive the miracles for ourselves alone. They are received to give them. This is the crucial part, and why so many people in the world will say, oh, God doesn't answer my prayers. But it's because we ask from a place of thinking that we have done something wrong. We ask from a place of thinking that we are so bad and so sinful, and we ask from a place for ourselves and for ourselves alone. It is the thought of separation, calling to the thought of separation, keeping itself separate. But we are realizing here that when I'm healed, I am not healed alone. So when I ask for this miracle, when I ask for the truth, when I ask for forgiveness, it's so I can give it. It's so I can give it. And so it is continuing here by saying, your Holy Son is appointed out to you, first in my brother and then in me. So we get to recognize God's Holy Son first in my brother, in you, in everybody else that we look upon. We will first see the Holy Son of God in them, and then it will reflect back to us, and then we will know that the Holy Son of God is in me. But I cannot know the Holy Son is I cannot know that the Holy Son of God is in me without seeing it in you first. This is why a miracle is for the joining of minds. It's the joining of minds, of brotherhood. So that when I look out to you, to one that I used to see perhaps as sinful or done something wrong or upset me or hurt me in some way, if that's the current vision that we see someone in our life and in our world, then it is that thought system that needs to be transformed and translated into that of a miraculous perception, into that of the forgiven perception. And so when I ask to see my brother truly, I will see him as the Holy Son of God that he is. And in seeing the Holy Son of God that he is, I know it is me. I know it is me. And so God's voice, your voice, instructs me patiently to hear your word and give as I receive. So it's God's voice that will direct us. And it's God's voice that will instruct us as we listen patiently for his word to tell us how it is that we can offer miracles. When you pray for this, you better believe the voice of God will teach you. When we ask, how is it that I offer miracles, Father? Speak to me. I want to hear your voice. We will be told, because as we give, we receive. As we teach, we learn. And so, when we ask to give it, when we ask to teach it, it's given us to give and teach. And so, as I look upon your Son today, I hear your voice instructing me to find the way to you, as you appointed that the way shall be. So when we have any instant today, when we talk to any of our brothers, know that that is the time when we can look upon God's Son. And we can listen intently and hear the voice for God instructing us for how it is that we can find our way to him. Jesus will allow this to be very, very practical for us in all of our experiences with all of the people that enter into our life today for us to speak to. And then we are remembered here that behold his sinlessness and be you healed. Behold his sinlessness and be you healed. So this is the ticket home, brother and sister souls. Let's scan our mind for every thought of fear and of sin and of judgment that may still be lingering there, so that we can meet ourselves in honesty that these thoughts are still in our minds, that we may give these thoughts to God and let God teach us how to offer a miracle instead. And when we are taught how to offer a miracle, that miracle is what extends through our vision, through our mind, to look upon the sinlessness in our brother. And when we see it in Him, so are we healed. For when I'm healed, I'm not healed alone. So this is a very practical lesson today, beautiful souls. I would suggest, reading it over and sitting with it and contemplating it and then carrying it with you to whomever it is that you may be with and see and talk to today. For as we behold His sinlessness, we will be healed. And so I will this for all of us to experience today. Lesson 357, coming close to the end, but all is the same. Truth will answer our call no matter what. So I love you, beautiful souls. Enjoy applying this lesson, and see you tomorrow. Bye.